Okay students, welcome to Chemistry Online. In previous class we discussed introduction about thermodynamics. In this class we are going to discuss internal energy. Already we discussed in previous class, but once again we have to discuss about internal energy. Internal energy means U. Internal energy is denoted by U. What is internal energy means? Every body stored some energy internally is called internal energy. Okay, see here. Every body stored some energy internally is called internal energy. So here it is a state function. It is denoted by U. It is denoted by U. Okay, it is a state function. It is a state function. It does not depends on path. It does not depends on path. It depends on only status, initial status and final status. It does not depends on depends on path. It does not depends on path. It depends on initial status and final status. It is a state function. Okay, see here, initial internal energy of a system is UA. Initial internal energy of a system is UA. Okay, next, final internal energy of a system is UB. Final internal energy of a system is UB. Then change in internal energy after heat absorbed by the system. After heat how internal energy of the system is changed means after absorbing heat. So final internal energy of the system is nothing but internal energy is nothing but UB. Then change in internal energy is equal to UB minus UA, that is equal to delta U. It is nothing but a change in internal energy. So what is a change in internal energy means? Heat absorbed by the system at constant volume. Heat absorbed by the system. Heat absorbed by the system at a constant volume. At a constant volume is called delta U. That is nothing but a change in internal energy. So what I mean to say, internal energy is a state function which does not depends on path, which depends on its status, initial and final. So now we are going to discuss Based on this fact, we are going to discuss first law of thermodynamics. It's very important. First law of thermodynamics. First law of thermodynamics. So, statement. Statement. What is first law of thermodynamics means? In a process, energy, one form of energy can be converted into another form, but it neither be created nor destroyed. It neither created nor destroyed is nothing but a first law of thermodynamics statement. In a process, energy converted from one form to another. In a process, energy converted from one form to another. Okay, in a process, energy converted from one form to another. See, what I mean to say, transmitted. Energy can be transmitted from one form to transmitted is nothing but a converted from one form to another. But it neither created nor destroyed, but it is neither created nor destroyed. Okay, so in a process, energy converted from one form to another, but it is neither created nor destroyed, is called first law of thermodynamics. It is also called law of conservation of energy. It is also called law of conservation of energy. It is also called law of conservation of energy. Okay, see, mathematical form. Mathematical notation for first law of thermodynamics is nothing but see here, delta U equal to Q plus W. Internal energy, change in internal energy is equal to Q, means heat absorbed. See, W equal to work done by the system. See here, delta U equal to change in internal energy Q equal to heat absorbed W equal to work done by the system. It is a mathematical notation for first law of thermodynamics. What I mean to say here, initial internal energy is UA. After heat absorbed, final internal energy can be changes, that is a UB. Then delta U equal to UB minus UA. UA means this is a delta UB minus UA equal to what happened, heat absorbed, W equal to work done. So here you have to know a note, work done by the system means W is negative, work done on the system means W is positive. Okay, see here you have to know a note, that is work done by the system is W is negative, work done on the system means W is positive. Okay, see here see here you have to know a note, here W work done by the system means negative, work done by system, work done by system, and W equal to negative, W equal to negative, and then work done on the system, on the system, then W equal to positive. So this is the difference between delta U equal to Q minus W when on the system, Q plus W when by the system. So this is a note, you have to know first law of thermodynamics. Here delta U equal to UB minus UA, it is initial internal energy, it is a final internal energy. Then UB minus UA is equal to Q, heat absorbed, plus W, heat absorbed plus W. Then in the place of U may write, so delta U then Q plus W. It is the mathematical notation for first law of thermodynamics. First law of thermodynamics. Next, you have to know enthalpy. This is very important for 4 marks. Important for 4 marks. Then you have to know enthalpy. another state function, enthalpy. Enthalpy, it is nothing but a H. It is a enthalpy. It is another state function. So relation between enthalpy and internal energy is equal to H equal to U plus P V. H means enthalpy, U, then U equal to U plus U is internal energy, P equal to pressure, V equal to volume. Here H is equal to enthalpy, H is equal to enthalpy, U equal to internal energy, P equal to pressure, V equal to volume. Okay, then delta H equal to delta U plus P delta V. This is nothing but delta H is nothing but HB minus HA, it is equal to UB minus UA plus P means it is V2 minus V1. Okay, it is V2 minus V1. Then delta H UB, HB minus H, change in enthalpy. Delta H is equal to change in enthalpy, delta E equal to change in internal energy. So here delta H is equal to change in enthalpy. Change in enthalpy, heat absorbed by the system at constant pressure. Heat absorbed by system at constant pressure. At constant pressure is called, so here is called change in enthalpy. It is a state function. It is also a state function. It is another state function. It is another state function. Okay, so this is, so delta H is equal to delta U plus P delta V. From ideal gas equation, PV equal to nRT, P delta V equal to delta nRT. So in the place of P delta V, we may write delta nRT, then delta H is equal to delta U plus delta nRT. Delta H is equal to delta U plus delta U. Delta H is equal to delta U plus delta nRT. So delta n is nothing but number of moles of gaseous products minus number of moles of gaseous reactants. So number of moles of products minus number of moles of reactants. Number of moles of products minus number of moles of gas products minus number of moles of gas reactants. number of moles of gas products minus number of moles of gas has a reduction. Then delta H is equal to delta U plus delta N or T. Okay, when delta H is equal to delta U, delta N is equal to 0. Okay, so this is a relation between enthalpy and internal energy. Okay, see here you have to know extensive properties and intensive properties. Extensive properties and intensive properties. Extensive properties. Extensive properties. The properties which depends on quantity of the substance, amount of the substance is called extensive properties. The properties which depends on amount of the substance, amount of the substance. The properties which depends on amount of the substance is called extensive properties. For example, mass, volume, temperature, all these are example for internal energy, enthalpy, all these are example for mass, m, volume, v, internal energy, U, enthalpy, H, all these are extensive properties. Okay, and then intensive properties. Next, intensive properties. Intensive properties. Intensive properties means the properties which are independent on the amount of the substance, which are independent, not depends. The properties which are independent on amount of substance, Okay, the properties which are independent, it is nothing but independent, it is nothing but dependent, dependent on amount of dependent. Okay, so here we may say example, temperature, pressure. Okay, temperature, pressure. Next density, and density, D temperature, T pressure, P. All these are intensive properties. This is very important for very important. Okay, so this is nothing but extensive properties and intensive properties. So it is some dry chapter. So how heat flows, how means related between the factors internal energy, enthalpy, next work done by the system, work done on the system, pressure changing, work done, and then volume changing, work done, pressure applies, volume changes, then work done. The pressure applies means volume changes, work done. Next state functions, all these are not related with each other, but we have to discuss all the factors in this chapter. So it is nothing but briefly extensive properties and intensive properties. Okay, so next we are going to discuss standard enthalpy of reactions in the next class. Okay.